Up on Mountain News this morning, Pike County wants to make the most out of its drug abatement efforts with smart investments. And after being stalled in legislation last year, a senator is bringing back his argument for the Crown Act.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on February 22nd. Now let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. A few showers generating right on top of us over the last couple of hours. So the pitter-pattering of raindrops hitting the roofs as we went through the 2 and the 3 o'clock hours. Our view from our WYMT studios looking nice. Different perspective, higher resolution too, and it is 55 this morning in the heart of Perry County. All right, we told you about the breeze yesterday being an issue today. Some of the gusts could be approaching 30 miles per hour. Some heavier bursts of rain heading through this evening before we get that shot of cold air coming into play Friday night and into Saturday. Look at the temps here. Obviously, there is a boundary with 40s to our east and now 60 should make our way toward Irvin. All right, satellite weather composite shows how the showers have generated right on top of us the last few hours. More moisture as you make your way back to the west and northwest. This will continue to evolve and be our problem late this afternoon and into this evening. We'll get some breaks of sunshine today. Look for the rain to arrive mid to late afternoon. Some heavier bursts as well, breezy with a high into the lower 60s. More about the first alert 7-day forecast in just a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. The Pike County Fiscal Court is revisiting its opioid abatement settlement committee. The county has more than $1.2 million in funding allocated by the national settlement and is expected to see around $4.3 million by 2038, based on estimates by the Kentucky Association of Counties. Judge Executive Ray Jones says now is the time to look closer at the criteria for the funding to decide how to best serve the mission of opioid abatement in the county.
We were told at one of the last conferences that some of the counties have spent some of the money and may not have done it in compliance with the statute. So I just want to make sure that this money's spent, that it's done legally.
The committee was formed after the first allocation came through in 2022 and will include the sheriff, jailer, representatives from KSP, and officials who work in recovery facilities to get more well-rounded idea of how to be most impactful. As we near the end of February, the May primary election continues to inch closer. The election date is May 21st, with the final day to register to vote being April 22nd. Perry County Clerk Wayne Napier says if you are unsure if you are registered or have not received a confirmation, it is important to double check.
They can go online, but it'd be easier to call our office, call or come in, either one. If they hadn't received and kind of wondering about it, they need to call in anyway, just to make sure that they go to the right precinct, something like that.
The online mail-in absentee request portal opens on April 6th. You can visit our website for more information on important dates prior to the May primary. A bill focused on religious freedom is moving forward in Frankfort, but it faces more debate from lawmakers. House Bill 47 passed in committee by a vote of 14-6, but some who voted to pass the bill in committee say some things need to change in the bill's language for it to be approved on the House floor. Supporters of House Bill 47 say more religious freedoms are needed, while opponents say if the bill passes, it would lead to confusion and multiple lawsuits. The bill now heads to the full House. There is a renewed effort in Frankfort to pass the Crown Act. Senator Whitney Westerfield of Christian County filed the bill Tuesday. The Crown Act would give protection against discrimination based on race-based hairstyles like twist, locks, and braids. Westerfield filed the Crown Act last year, but it did not go anywhere. He said there was some objections to the bill in his caucus, and it did not pick up enough support.
I'm going to say that there are more misunderstandings about the bill than objections. I believe that there are a number of members who feel that it does things that the bill doesn't do.
With this being Westerfeld's final year in the Senate, he says if the Crown Act does not pass this year, he will be back in the hallways in some capacity fighting on behalf of his kids presently and the future. There was some added excitement outside our sister station in Lexington during rush hour yesterday afternoon. 2 horses were loose on Winchester Road right in front of the WKYT building. Part of the road was shut down while Fayette Animal Carrying Control and Lexington Police were on scene to direct traffic and try to corral the 2 horses. The pair were secured safely behind some fencing and the owners came and got them. And thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, one museum is highlighting the Oscar snubs from some of your favorite films and why some of them didn't make the cut.
Mild start to the day across the region. Do we keep the sunshine rolling on for the last few days? We'll let you know. The First Alert 7-day forecast is coming up in just a few moments.